Wow, that high velocity looks really sharp on this Gladiator, I gotta say. Hello, I'm at the 2023 North American International Detroit Auto Show, and parked behind me is a 2024 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Sit back as I take a high-level walk around of some of the features of that 2024 Gladiator. Okay, let's go ahead and start that walk around of this Rubicon. Wow, that high velocity looks really sharp on this Gladiator, I gotta say. Okay, coming down to the wheels here, this would be the standard Falcon Wild Peaks, great tire. I've had some experience with them. This is a 285 70R17, so essentially a 33-inch tire. Okay, moving on to the front bumper. That's the steel Rubicon bumper, nothing new there. But one thing that is new, and as you can see on the side here, and the reason I'm showing it this way, is to give you an idea how they changed the grille so that they can allow more space for a front winch. And I guess that was part of the reason that they redesigned this grille. So when they did that, they changed the way that they made the grille slots actually shorter, but to actually get them out and actually more airflow, they changed these slots, and so they're more of a faux slot. Would have been a solid bar coming all the way down there, but now you can see that air can actually pass through those slots. Okay, just in the camera there, we had the front camera, your trail cam. So all in all, I got to say, I think that grille looks really nice in person, and let's just continue this walk around.
I'll briefly pause to display this Rubicon X's feature listing, which was shown on the windshield, and I'll add another clip at the end of my video, as well as just speak to a couple noteworthy changes that I noticed.
So this will be my first time opening the door, and half doors to boot. So, wow, I do like the look of those half doors. That's tasteful. It really is. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start here. We've got I believe all leather seats are Napa leather for Jeep, but what's important to point out is these are the 12-way power seats that Jeep has. So it's new for 2024. So good for Jeep. Lumbar support, no doubt. Okay. Now let's look up to the dash. As I do, I've kind of talked about this already, but I got to say I love that feel of that pleated leather. I mean, you're not going to probably want to feel it that much. Maybe you do. I don't know. But it is a beautiful dash. It's just got a nice, form and fit. One other thing I'll point out is, in addition to that center speaker, there's supposed to be 2 mounting brackets. I believe if you remove this rubber mat and that opposing rubber mat, you would open up a spot where you'd have access to a mounting bracket for accessories and cameras and so on. Okay, look in here. We've got the 12.3-inch screen. This comes with integrated, I think it has up to 200 off-road trails and maps integrated in the screen to more or less be your ride-along coach. Okay, just kind of walking down there the screen here, we do have the new vents side to side. It's supposed to create a lot of airflow. When they redesigned this front screen and moved the vents, it's actually looks pretty sleek. Okay, working down here with this Rubicon, you've got your front and rear locker. So here's front and rear both, rear locker only. You have your off-road plus button and a sway bar disconnect button, as well as your auxiliary switch group. Going back up here to the top, I neglected to mention that, of course, this has the integrated antenna, and that would be this bar that is going through right here. So that is an antenna that's integrated in your windshield. Those antennas used to obviously come out of this spot where they have this new trail rated badge. Over in front of the mirror is your adaptive cruise control sensors. Coming back around, we have the new side curtain airbags. Looks great. Okay, on both the side curtain airbag, all the way around. Those doors shut nicely. Okay, as far as the hardtop, no real changes that I can see. in terms of, I mean, this is a color match hardtop, but there was some conversation about whether Jeep would have that new hardtop that has just some type of headliner in there. Okay. All right, working around to the back of this Gladiator. Includes a tonneau cover, spring and bed liner, and your red tow hooks, which always come on Rubicons. I'll tell you what, this Rubicon's getting all the attention right now. I'm going to come right around to the driver's side just to give you that first impression. Again, check out those half doors. That is just really nice, really sleek. Okay, your 12-way power seats, Napa leather. Doesn't really appear, nothing's jumping out as a change here on this instrument cluster. There's supposed to actually be a change with this roll bar. I'm not seeing what it is right now, but it might be that okay, here's a few things. This looks different right here. So with the 2024s, they've done a little bit more sound deadening and insulation, and I think the windshield, I've heard that the glass is different, but there's supposed to be, I think, a 7-speaker array. So those might be some of the speakers, and there may be additional speakers mounted around. And what that's supposed to do is give you the ability to have a better call quality if you're using if you're making calls on the interstate, or just less noise, and so just more sound deadening. So anyways, kind of give Jeep credit for improving that. And then as I spin the camera around, we've got, again, another side curtain airbag in the back here. Well, so that's my walk around of the 2024 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Good looking vehicle.
Well, as promised, here's that Rubicon X's features as listed. Two things that really jumped out to me were the cast iron knuckles and the 1/2-inch wider track width. Both of those items were previously features on a Mojave, and so it would appear that the Mojave and the Rubicon are now sharing those two features. One thing that I'll note is it does seem as if there's no mention of that Dana 44 full floating rear axle, which was added to the Wrangler this year. So perhaps more is to come with that, but just pointing that out for your convenience.
Thanks for watching.